Order, please stand and join me in the pledge.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
In your packets, you have the consent agenda in your packet. Ready?
Okay, I'll make a motion to approve the consent agenda.
I'll second.
Is there any discussion? All those in favor of approving the consent agenda, say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Those opposed? Motion is carried. And I will entertain a motion to adjourn for CNBA. CNBI?
However you want to say it, kiddo.
All right.
I'll make a motion to adjourn.
Oh,
What? Or send DI?
There you go.
Okay.
Is there a second?
sure.
Second by Wickman. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion is carried. We are now calling District Court Judge Maggie Pop-Rays up to swear in our elected officials.
Wow, you pulled that out of your purse?
Yeah, I did.
Wow.
Free, go free.
Wow.
All right, Tim, you want to go first?
Have gown will travel.
That's right. That's right. I'll go wherever.
We do them one at a time, right?
Yep.
Ask you to raise your right hand. I, Tim Wickman,
I, Tim Wickman,
do solemnly swear
do solemnly swear
that I will support the Constitution of the United States
that I will support the Constitution of the United States
and the Constitution of the State of Iowa,
and the Constitution of the State of Iowa,
and that I will faithfully and impartially,
and I will faithfully and impartially,
to the best of my ability,
to the best of my ability,
discharge all the duties
discharge all the duties
of the office of supervisor
of the office of supervisor
in Potawatomi County
in Potawatomi County
as now or hereafter required by law.
as now or hereafter required by law. Hey, thanks, kiddo.
Congratulations.
Handshake.
Thank.
There you go. All right, ask you to raise your right hand. I, Brian Shea,
I, Brian Shea,
do solemnly swear
do solemnly swear
that I will support the Constitution of the United States
that I will support the Constitution of the United States
and the Constitution of the State of Iowa,
and the Constitution of the State of Iowa,
and that I will faithfully and impartially,
that I will faithfully and impartially,
to the best of my ability,
to the best of my abilities,
discharge all the duties
discharge all of the duties
of the office of supervisor
of the office of supervisor
in Potawatomi County
in Potawatomi County
as now or hereafter required by law.
as now or hereafter required by law.
Thank
Thank
you.
you.
Congratulations.
Mary Ann Hanusa. Right.
You to raise your right hand. I, Mary Ann Hanusa,
I, Mary Ann Hanusa,
do solemnly swear
do solemnly swear
that I will support the Constitution of the United States
that I will support the Constitution of the United States
and the Constitution of the State of
and
Iowa,
the Constitution of the State of Iowa,
and that I will faithfully and impartially,
and that I will faithfully and impartially,
to the best of my ability,
to the best of my ability,
discharge all the duties
discharge all the duties
of the office of auditor
of the office of auditor
in Potawatomi County
in Potawatomi County
as now or hereafter required by law.
as now or hereafter required by law.
Thank you. Congratulations. I think that's everybody.
Thanks, Maggie. I appreciate it.
Thank you, Judge.
Right here. You just witnessed the ceremonial switching of the seats.
Thanks, Becky.
I'll make a motion to appoint Mary Ann Henry as county auditor as temporary chairperson for the election of the new board chairperson and chairman pro tem.
Second that.
We have a motion by Wickman and a second by Shea to appoint Mary Ann Hanusa, county auditor, as temporary chairperson. All those in favor say aye.
That's a roll call, Susan.
You're right.
All right.
Roll call.
Mary Ann, will
You
you
go by
call the roll?
alphabet or order. It just doesn't matter. Do you go by alphabet?
Yes.
Do chair first and then whoever.
Supervisor Miller,
Aye.
Supervisor Shea,
Aye.
Supervisor Wickman.
Aye.
Supervisor Belt.
Aye.
Supervisor Jorgensen.
Aye.
My suggestion would be to rotate those solutions.
Okay, all right. All right, so nominations are now in order for the office of chairperson for 2025.
I'll nominate Scott Bell.
I'll second.
Did I do wrong?
Well, he
Exactly.
wouldn't have showed up. He would have got more.
I'll move nomination cease.
There being no further nominations, nominations cease. This is a roll call vote. Supervisor Shea,
Aye.
Supervisor Belt,
Aye.
Supervisor Wickman.
Aye.
Supervisor Miller,
Aye.
Supervisor Jorgensen.
Aye.
Congratulations.
Congratulations,
Thank you.
Chairman Belt. Nominations are now in order for the office of chairperson pro tem for 2025.
I'll nominate Shay.
I'll second the nomination.
What did I do wrong?
There being no further nominations, we will proceed to a roll call vote. Chairman Wickman?
Aye.
Excuse me, I'm sorry, Supervisor Wickman,
You can just say Workman if you want to. I say aye.
Supervisor Miller,
Aye.
Supervisor Jorgensen,
Aye.
Supervisor Shea,
Aye.
Undecided.
You got 3 votes against you already.
Supervisor Belt.
Aye.
Congratulations, Supervisor.
Susan, thank you for your service as chair.
No, very good job for the year. Thank you.
Chairman Belt?
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh,
Kind
Good move.
of slow. Kind of old.
What's your battery
You
around?
ain't figured out how to run it yet, have you?
I figured it out well enough to get me by today,
That's what I got too.
but today I might not be so good. I think I'll, here, one, two, I'll have you share it. I would definitely like to thank Susan for the work she did last year. And will continue to do on this board. It's not easy for someone to come in and not have any background in the complications of running a county this big, to be honest with you. She put her heart and soul into it, I can say that. So hopefully we can have that continued work ethic and maybe I'll start following her around.
Thank you, Scott.
You're welcome. Okay, moving right along. We got a Rasmussen?
Resolution 05.
Where's my? Got too many sheets here. Okay. John Rasmussen, County Engineer. There he is. When am I getting my road paved?
That's the number one question, isn't it?
You're in the city, right?
Did you get them all plowed today?
Oh, yeah,
Okay, good.
scraped anyway.
Okay. So resolution, discussion and or decision on resolution 0525 authorizing county engineer to close secondary roads for construction and or maintenance.
This is a regular deal we do every year, beginning of the year, right?
This allows me to close the farm to market routes require a resolution from the board to close. This allows me to do it.
No,
in a timely manner.
that's for construction.
Make a motion to approve.
Resolution 6 is farm to market.
Closures.
Get a motion in a second on that.
I motion.
Second.
Still shuffling papers. Okay. Who made the motion, Brian?
Yes.
And Mr. Whitman. Okay, any discussion? Hearing none. Roll call.
Supervisor Belt,
Aye.
Supervisor Wickman.
Aye.
Supervisor Miller,
Aye.
Supervisor Shay,
Aye.
Supervisor Jorgensen.
You call me chairman, Mary Ann, then I get more money.
You do?
Just a thought.
No,
Okay,
you have titles and you earned them, so I think, yeah, we should.
okay. Second one is resolution number 0625, authorizing the county engineer to certify completion papers and make final acceptance of contracts on the farm to market and federal aid systems.
I'll make the motion to approve.
No, second.
Thank you. Any discussion? Hearing none. What do those look like, you think, John, in the coming years for the federal aid?
We're doing pretty good. It didn't keep up with inflation. I think for my department, we're gonna be going into more of a maintenance mode and less of a construction mode as time passes. So I think our projects will get smaller just so we can try to keep up.
So the bridge situation's just gonna kind of muddle itself along then?
A lot of this one's, yeah, I think we'll keep up on like the day labor bridges and that sort of stuff. That hasn't changed a lot. Just the contract construction's been pretty rough on us.
The feds were talking about giving a bunch of money for bridges and stuff. I didn't know if we were gonna be able to capture that, any of that or not, so.
I don't know what the future of the federal funds are with the change of administrations.
Roll call?
Chairman Belt,
All right.
Supervisor Wickman.
Aye.
Supervisor Miller,
Aye.
Supervisor Shay,
Aye.
Supervisor Jorgensen.
Okay, resolution number 072-2025. Authorizing county engineer to issue and sign special permits for the movement of vehicles of excess size and weight upon Potawatomi County secondary roads.
I'll make a motion.
A second.
Any discussion? What is the maximum amount we're able to charge for those permits, John?
We're at $50 right now. There's
There's
kind
no,
of changing now. The state's starting to take over the permitting system, so I don't know how this is going to evolve, but a lot of permits are statewide now.
so is there a maximum you can charge for the permit?
We're at $50. I think there's other counties that have a higher. We haven't visited that for a while.
Well, I'd suggest we visit it. I mean, they really get on our roads when they close the interstate when the water gets too high. Drive all over it.
Crescent was bad with that.
Well, the I don't think the drivers pay it. It's the permit, the people they work for, so. I think we need to probably have a discussion on that in the future. Is that done by resolution to change that?
Yeah. Well,
Roll call, any other discussion?
No, I'm good.
Roll call?
Chairman Belt,
Aye.
Supervisor Miller,
Aye.
Supervisor Shea,
Aye.
Supervisor Jorgensen,
Aye.
Supervisor Witt.
Aye.
Boy, changed it up there. Threw one at us.
Oh, here's Robert. Adoption of Robert's Rule of Order.
So moved.
Second.
Thank you. Supervisor Miller and Jorgensen, any discussion about Robert's Rules of Order?
I have none.
Hearing none, all those in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Those opposed, like sign? Hearing none, motion passes. Establishing policy for board sessions.
I'll move the regular sessions are at 10 o'clock every Tuesday,
Okay,
and the chairman can add any additional, make any changes he
Um,
needs.
you said every
I'll second your motion.
Tuesday at 10 a.m. Okay. 9 seconds. Any discussion? The only discussion I would have, and I had notes written somewhere, I think, that we'll probably go twice out, east. Since we have an east and west Pot County. Good thing we don't have a north and south one, or we'd have four days that we'd be going out. But we'll try to get out there twice. And, I think that was, probably it. I'll have Susan probably help us on that, but I think we'll probably just go to Oakland, seems like the best location to help do that, so.
This will be evening hours.
Yeah, that would probably be in the early evening, 6 o'clock maybe or something. You know, we'll talk about that probably next week. Any other discussion? Hearing none, all those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Those opposed, like sign. Motion passes. Resolution number 01-2025, payment of county bills. Wow, people want to get paid.
I'll make a motion to approve that resolution.
Second.
Yeah, 2 seconds there. Any discussion on paying county bills? Where's our county bill payer at? They're Dixie. Is Thea?
I seen the little bit of this.
She is here?
No.
No, Dixie is.
The bill payer is right there.
Who?
They're all here.
The county auditor.
Yeah, well, Thea is.
She writes the checks.
No, she writes the check.
Oh, no.
No, they
No.
write the check for that.
Okay.
I give them the money and then they write the check.
Yeah, there you go. Well, that's why we need those flow charts. Okay, any other discussion?
Nope.
Okay, roll call.
Chairman Belt,
Aye.
Supervisor Shea,
Aye.
Supervisor Jorgensen.
Aye.
Supervisor Wickman.
Aye.
Supervisor Miller.
Aye.
Okay. Resolution number 02-2025, approving the deputy appointments.
So moved.
I'll second. You wanna-
Discussion?
Say who they are.
Yeah. Attorney, John Jacob Meyer, Chief Deputy Unofficial. What that means, unofficial deputy. I got one of those badges too.
Official means that they're tied to my salary. Unofficial means they get paid according to
Oh,
our salary schedule.
Okay, thank you. Linda Swoley, First Deputy Real Estate. Linda here.
She was in here earlier.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I thought I saw her.
temporary while Mary Ann gets in.
Well, she'll have to come and make her adjustments.
She can
Okay.
change that at any time
Okay.
during the year.
Yeah, I think,
Any of them can.
I got two attorneys there. They said we can do whatever Mary wants to do with her office. Okay. Recorder is Katie Castle, Callis, I'm sorry. Is she?
She's in the office.
Okay. And then, Sheriff Steve Winchell, Chief Deputy, and then, Treasurer, it's Jamie Smothers, First Deputy, and Heather Osmore, First Deputy. Any discussion on, appointments of deputies?
None.
Okay. Roll call.
Chairman Belt,
Aye.
Supervisor Jorgensen.
Aye.
Supervisor Shea,
Aye.
Supervisor Miller,
Aye.
Supervisor.
Okay, resolution number 03-2025, utility resolution.
That's about the railroads, the telegraph, telephone and express companies in Pot County. I'll make a motion to approve resolution 03-2025.
Second.
It's just railroads and pipelines.
We don't have telegraph anymore, huh?
Well, there's gotta be one, up there. Where's the electric at?
We don't do a resolution for that.
Okay, well, we get it, the value, right?
Right, I sent it to you. It's in your packet.
Oh, okay. And then we're gonna check on the fiber people and see what the scheme
Right.
is on those. Cause they're running all over the country. Out in
They are.
John's roads. Yeah. Okay,
Tearing things up, aren't they, John?
roll call.
Chairman Belt.
Aye.
Supervisor Wickman.
Aye.
Supervisor Miller,
Aye.
Supervisor Shea,
Yes.
Supervisor Jorgensen.
Aye.
Becky, did you have any idea what these were from the year prior then?
No, I can send those to
Would
you.
they help? Would they help, you think?
A little bit, probably.
Okay. Resolution number 04-2025, construction evaluation resolution related to the construction of a confinement feeding operation.
They'll move.
Second.
We don't do this resolution, we don't get any say on what the DNR would allow. And our say isn't very strong when we get to say it, if there's gonna be a big, whether it's chickens, hogs, cows, these big facilities come in and, kind of make it up, I guess, some people appear as a nuisance, around their property or where they might live or so. So this at least gives us by passing this resolution every year, this at least gives us a chance to state our objection or approval of the operation. So it's about worth what the paper it's written on. So that's my opinion.
That's good you did
I
that.
don't know if attorneys agree with me.
It allows you to give a recommendation to the DNR.
Yeah.
That they can
And then they
adopt,
can ignore it.
that they can adopt or ignore.
Roll call.
Chairman Belt.
Aye.
Supervisor Miller,
Aye.
Supervisor Shea,
Right.
Supervisor Jorgensen,
Aye.
Supervisor Wickman.
Okay.
We gotta you mix those up, Mary.
Moving right along. Approval of the official newspapers of Potawatomi County for 2025.
I'll make a motion to approve the Nonpareil and the Avoca Journal Herald.
Well, you didn't call it the Daily Nonpareil.
Oh, it's not daily.
Yeah.
I think it's only 3 times, isn't it?
And the Herald in Oakland. There's 3 papers.
Okay.
Oh,
Okay.
Okay, I'm sorry, I missed the, Harold Oakland.
Who seconded that?
I'll second.
Thank you.
Any discussion? That's a large amount of money that we spend on newspapers where I don't know that there's a lot of, I guess,
Subscribers?
Well, prescribers or participation, you know. I hate to say it, I still get a paper, but that's the world I live in. But I think the world that's coming up behind me.
Well, I know Jeanette Johnson from our office does a fantastic job of policing those bills and making sure that they're published in the right time period. And I just wanted to call attention to her efforts.
Thank you.
Yeah,
Do we get special rates for what we publish?
Yeah, very expensive.
I don't believe we're getting a special rate.
No,
no, I think, you know, it's by the, whatever the inch, and I mean, it's.
Yeah, there's a lot.
The cities have to do it, school boards, all these, pretty much taxing entities
There's
have
no
to.
such thing as political rate.
no, no. I think once the state
To-
goes to all electronic, we'll see a lot of papers.
Good. Yeah. We voted, right?
It's, not a roll call,
Yep, you-
No, we didn't.
oh, okay.
but you haven't voted.
Oh. Any other discussion?
No.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Those opposed, like sign. Hearing none, motion passes. Okay, now we got a discussion or decision on legal holidays for 2025.
I'll make a motion for those legal holidays, as revised by, Jeanette. There's three of them had a date change that reflected the actual day in 2025. She can give that to us.
Yes. I will second that, Tim.
Discussion? Hearing none. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Those
Aye.
opposed, like sign. Hearing none, motion passes. Motion or approval of federal standard mileage rate for 2025.
Increased to 70 cents from 67.
Yeah,
I'll make that motion.
I'll second.
any discussion?
Nope.
Okay, hearing none. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Those opposed, like sign. Hearing none, motion passes. Discussion and decision to appoint the fourth judicial district, correction, that should have been scratched. Thought it got
It
scratched.
was on the other one, yes.
Okay. We don't have that.
Scratch.
The state took that away from us. Their infinite wisdom. Right, Brent? Discussion and decision on appointment of representatives to the IGHCP board for 2025.
Got you serve on that, right?
Oh, boy.
All right.
You want to
We
keep
have,
it, right?
Okay.
Scott and Jana. I would move that. I'd want them both. That's that trip to Des Moines they take to make sure our insurance rates don't triple.
Mm,
Second. Got a second?
I'll do it.
Second. Any other discussion? This, if you want to take the time, when we get the book back, you just gotta know how to not, violate any HIPAA laws, but you can, look and see why our insurance does what it does. It usually goes this way. Yeah,
It's never gone
health
down.
insurance.
It's
So.
never gone down, has it?
No. They think medicines are gonna, pills are gonna do it all, but we'll see. Any other discussion?
Nope.
Hearing none, all those in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Those opposed, like sign. Hearing none, motion passes. Discussion and or decision on appointment of MAPPA representative for 2025.
Who's been doing that? Susan?
Scott and Susan.
That has been the primary for their MAPPA meetings, and I've been doing the MAPPA RPA meetings along with John Rasmussen, the technology
Do you want to keep it that way?
They've been doing such a spectacular job, Ryan, I think we should move that.
You moved it?
Yeah.
I'll second.
Oh, thanks, guys. Susan. Yeah, this time Susan, schedule allows it. 1:30, usually the last one. Oh.
The MAPPA meetings are at the exact same time as the SWIPCO meetings,
Oh, really?
so I usually. attend the
Okay.
SWIPCO meetings.
No, just fix that. Okay, now we're going to discussion and or decision on board members' assignments for. Oh, I'm sorry. All those in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Those opposed, like sign. Hearing none, motion passes. Thank you. Sorry about that. Yeah. Am I on the right thing now, the representative?
Yes, that's it.
Okay, discussion and or decision on board members' assignments to the 2025 representative appointments.
This guy.
Yeah, that's,
One's for this
one
year,
last year and
This
one's
one's-
new
there's
one.
one under there for this year, and
And we took off 712, we took off Fort Judicial, we took off. There was one other one that we took off too, I thought, that doesn't, it's all Workforce Investment Board. We don't have that one anymore either.
I'm okay with keeping all of my, mine the same.
I am too.
Except, Susan, would you take my spot on the Events Helpless Island?
Yes, I would do that.
What I guess what I'd like to, clarify, or, I don't know, that's not up, you don't have that up, do you, Mitch? So, but I shouldn't say a lot of them, that's why I'd like to go, and we can do it, the next meeting. But we don't get a voting position on all these, committee assignments. Some of them we have a voting position. The other ones were just ad hoc members, just to stay up with what's going on in, the community and such, so, it's some of our responsibilities that we need to do, to stay up to date on what's going on out in the different areas of the county and that type of thing, so. You all know how the housing issues going and that type of stuff, so. Any other discussion on this?
Yeah. Doug, Reed, is the, EMA board, are we required to put the chair on that? Can I take that, Susan?
Do you want 911 too?
Sure.
We only get one vote, don't we?
And-
No, I'm just,
Supervisor Shea, voting member. Susan is the alternate.
I'm gonna be the alternate.
and, yeah. I mean, they're posted meetings, so we as a board, if you all want to go, you can go, you just can't, you're not gonna be able to vote, but for information purposes, so. Okay.
Are there any of these committee assignments that the board chair needs to be appointed to?
Boy, not that I know of.
Can you add some, Susan?
Well, that's what I was thinking for the policy committee and the department head meeting, the quarterly department heads.
Those are me.
I think
You should be.
No, those are.
I thought they were, that, I was.
Chair's not required to sit on anything,
Well.
except in that chair on Tuesday.
Or any other time I tell myself I need to sit here.
Yeah,
I am on the policy one already. I used to be on the wellness one. Quarterly meetings, because they're kind of internal, we don't post that. IGP, whatever you guys want to do on those. Good with it.
Well, I think it would be good for Scott to be on the quarterly department head meeting.
I
as
agree.
Representative of the county.
Okay, so you're gonna
I will bow out.
move
So it'd be
out of that?
You and Tim.
Okay,
Well, here's what I'll do for you, Suzanne. I'll let you serve on the quarterly department head and I'll take the policy from you.
wow. Perfect.
All right, I move to approve the.
One word
oh,
addition. Hungry Canyons, they're going through some transition right now with, their executive director, and I don't know if we've been very attentive to them, but I'd like to be the primary for Hungry Canyon, if that's all right with you, Jeff.
Can I be an alternate?
Yes, yeah.
We didn't have an alternate before, huh?
Mm-mm.
Oh. Where do they meet at? Out at their Golden Hills?
Usually it's in Persia or.
Oh, no, that
someplace
one's
up
up there. They're not meeting up there, are they? Hungry Canyons?
Is that where they're at, John?
It's kind of a traveling meeting.
Oh, it is?
They go north and south.
Because we go, what's the other one? Alliance goes up to, what is it?
Pisgah.
Pisgah.
I'm on that. I like that.
Okay, so you're going to Hungry Canyons. Okay, what else? Suit your fancy.
I think that'll do it. Did you finish your motion? Tim?
Well, now I'll move to approve the committee assignments as, revised.
I will second.
Any other discussion? As time goes along, if we need to make some adjustments, we certainly can do that to accommodate people's schedules and what happens in life, so.
Okay.
And whether some of these continue to exist.
Well, I'm sorry, Scotty, we need to take a look at that. I think this is going away. And that is,
I took Suzanne off there.
oh, she's off?
Yeah,
Okay.
I didn't want to do it, but I had to do it. State made it. And they're great, and from the wisdom. Yeah, we're gonna have to talk about that one.
Oh.
We got a lot of empty office space.
I do have a question. Did we not establish a committee to look at wireless operations in the county? Is this on here anywhere?
Wireless.
Yeah, for the police and the fire.
Oh, you're talking 911?
Is it 911? Is that what it is?
Yes, or it's with regard to the
Hours and stuff.
towers and the pagers.
We've been working that.
Well, and I think,
I don't think there's a committee on it
Doug
per se.
presented us with a starting point
Okay.
for all of the things that we discussed needed to be included in that capital plan.
Okay, I have installed cellular systems in the past. I'm very familiar with wireless issues. I don't know if that's something I can get involved in or not, but I would certainly volunteer my time.
Why don't you put this on the agenda next week, Scotty, and we'll talk about that.
Yeah, in there, I haven't digested it yet, but we can put it on it for discussion, I guess.
Yep.
Any other discussion on these assignments for 2025 representative meetings?
Nope.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Those opposed, like sign. Hearing none, motion passes. Discussion and or decision on monthly stipend amount for elected officials' mobile cellular usage for 2025.
Was $50 per month.
Still is,
Still is unless we change it.
you know.
I think that's enough.
Yeah, that was up from 25, right?
No, it's
No, it's been 50 for a
50
long
from
time.
day one.
I'll make the motion to approve reimbursement of $50 per month for elected officials' mobile cellular usage for 2025.
You,
Can I make a quick comment? Can we make sure that it says reimbursement in the minutes, not stipend? Okay,
approve reimbursement.
perfect.
That's what the script says. Yeah. Okay. Any other discussion?
Nope.
Hearing none, all those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Those opposed, like sign, hearing none, motion passes. Okay, Jana Limerick, Director, Human Resources, discussion and or decision to approve appointment of Jana Limerick Jana Limerick as Title VI Coordinator.
Why do we want you in that position, Jenna?
Because as a entity that receives federal funding, we have to have a Title VI coordinator to ensure that there's no discrimination. And also if someone needs to field the complaints. Roads receives federal funding, public health receives federal funding in some of the forms of grants that they have. So it's important, I think, to have someone, like my department doesn't receive federal funding, so to oversee all to make sure that there's consistency, especially if there would be any complaints, which we have not had any. And we had a review, when was that, John? 2020? When we did that review? 2020 or 2021, and all is going well.
You're pretty experienced at that.
Yes.
Yeah, we would have, thanks, Tim, but we would have, I mean, all the FEMA stuff we got hanging on her
Mhm.
out there. I mean, we would have all kinds of trouble.
Right.
Something second it.
Okay,
Did you get her? Who second?
I'll second.
Okay. Any other discussion? All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
All those opposed, say aye. Hearing none, motion passes. Dixie Wilson. Back row, Dixie. Assistant Finance and Tax Officer, discussion and or decision to approve and authorize the board to sign resolution 08-2025 entitled Township Trustees and Clerk Compensation. And God bless those people that are willing to do that for their townships.
I agree. I'll make a motion to approve.
Second that.
You know, on there, there should have been, who would like to request, extra meetings, is that correct?
Yeah.
It's included in the resolution.
I see 12 per year. Where do you see the extra?
Happy to go over that if you guys want me to.
Oh, okay, I see it. No, it's here.
Okay.
Jay and Jorgensen. Any other discussion?
Nope.
Roll call.
Chairman Bell,
Aye.
Supervisor Shea,
Aye.
Supervisor Jorgensen,
Aye.
Supervisor Wickman.
Aye.
Supervisor Miller.
Aye.
Okay. Anthony McCartney, Information Supervisor, Information Technology, to discussion and or decision to approve the starting pay for the new help desk technician. Anthony, you're up, buddy.
Awesome. Well, we've got a open position, IT for help desk. We've got a great candidate that we want to bring in. He's got to move down here from Sioux City. We're not helping relocate, but he's got to move down here. But he already has certifications, which actually saves us quite a bit of money in the testing and the hours we'd have to do. He's requested basically about $1.60 more an hour than the starting pay that puts him grade 3, at $26.37 an hour. So we're looking to get your approval to bring him in at that starting rate.
So it'd be, what step are you asking for?
3.
3?
And the incumbent was at step 5, so this would be a 5% savings.
It's in their budget.
It is in their budget.
Okay, so just for, I guess, general information purposes, and maybe, I hope that you can answer these. There was how many candidates for the job?
67.
67 candidates. You guys whittled it down to,
We brought it down to 8 telephone interviews, and then we offered 3 in-person interviews. And then we got down to the 1.
and you picked out, you think, the best of the crop. So,
Mhm.
I mean, we haven't seen, I don't think, that kind of, participation in.
No help desk, we typically get about 20 to 30 maybe, so we've seen a lot.
Wish we could get that for the jail.
Yeah.
And 911. 67, that's huge. So those people in that technology wanting to find a place to work, so that's great. Okay, what's the board's pleasure?
I'll make a motion to approve.
I'll second.
Discussion?
Now, is it, he's certified or,
He's got the A+ certification.
yes, yes.
And this doesn't create any compression with the existing staff.
No, in fact, we introduced them with to the other staff and to the other help desk to see how they would mesh personality wise, and they seem at least initially seem to be good.
And pay for seniority is still, as it should be.
That guy is, they have to talk in a different way.
I can talk that right on my
Yeah,
computer.
518.
Any other discussion? Only other discussion is, can you, do a little song or dance and get my part for that thing pretty soon?
Yes, no, we're harassing them.
Yes, no, what kind of answer is that?
The answer is yes, we'll
No,
keep
he's
harassing
not
for the
dancing.
part. I don't think they want me to dance. I'll play the ukulele.
You're right.
So should we just order a whole new TV or something, or?
It's actually, I think it's a controller. It's not the TV itself. And I know they had to replace a piece here. And then there's another part that had to be ordered that's supposed to be coming. So we're checking up on that now. It's up for first of the year.
I thought it was coming for Christmas. Santa was gonna bring it, but he didn't do that. Now it's, we're into a new year.
Did you get cold?
Cool.
Did you get cold?
Christmas? Well, something like that. Okay, committee appointment. Why,
Oh, did you vote?
oh, we did. All those, oh, excuse me. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Those opposed, like sign.
Thank
Hearing
you,
none, motion passes. Thank you, Anthony.
Janet.
Thank you.
You gotta be watching us.
Committee appointments? Since the last time we met, probably wasn't too many, I wouldn't thought.
I've spent some time at Golden Hills.
I was at the Southwest Iowa Juvenile Detention meeting. And we always meet at Ruby Tuesdays and have lunch. They met during the lunch. They discussed their
Maybe
employees,
Tuesdays, where's
or
that?
not Ruby Tuesdays,
Quaker State.
Big Blue.
Oh, okay.
And during lunch, they discussed employee salary increases for the year. They got all of that decided. Their employees are going to be receiving a 3% increase for this coming year. All of that. Hoping we can do something.
Have to go through all that in the coming weeks.
Scott, the only thing I would add is, Jana, there are, two payroll status change forms that are in today's for approval. They're a month late. One is the sheriff, one is the roads. Why can't we get them to provide them to us on time?
I think those were simple oversights and I think they're both for longevity.
They are?
I think they are. So yes, that's either in the union contract or the employee handbook. But I know that the board's desire is to still get those before they're due. The two senders, it was human error and oversight.
So if these departments, and I'd like the elected officials to do this too, would create a flow chart of their department with the employee's name and the title and the day they started work, that should eliminate this problem.
Well, I mean,
They can all look at the flow chart if they need to give it to every employee there. So if the employee needs to remind the boss, then so be it.
I definitely believe that those departments do have that and
Have what, a flow chart?
yeah, have it spreadsheets or whatever, know exactly.
want a
when
flow
the
chart.
departments start. Well, I
We'll
will
have the flow chart here for
let you
for-
ask them.
for Jeanette. Okay?
Well,
And then, Jeanette works for the board and with the staff. And I think they get that confused sometimes. She works for the board with the staff. So
for
the
that,
flow charts, the sooner the better.
for that payroll status change to be in effect, it has to be approved by the board. It's not approved in December 1st. It was approved on January 2nd.
Yes.
So, if we can't get that corrected, then they will start getting paid the day it's approved.
I will have further conversations with those in charge of those status change forms to ensure that the board's direction is they're received before.
You know, those that are not, doing it and assigning someone else in their department to do it, they are the ones that are responsible for it. So they can't really blame it on the person they assigned to do it. So we've been battling that for eons, it seems like.
Well,
People are pretty, wanting if they deserve their raises and their longevity or whatever. That's pretty important that happens when it's supposed to happen.
Yes, and I can tell you, these pay changes have been processed. Because the union contract says they get the longevity as of this date, or the employee handbook says, yes, they get the longevity as of this date. That one's already set in stone. I don't want to say it's more of a formality for you to approve it, because you've approved the union contracts and you've approved the employee handbook. So then this form comes, every month when someone has an anniversary, but yet in essence, you've sort of already approved it, just not the person. So this is when it comes in person. But I think these were simple oversights, but I will have conversations.
in this day and age of technology, there should be an automated way to get these forms processed smoothly ahead of time.
Well,
I was just asking, I'll just chime in on behalf of the other elected officials. I don't know, since I'm not on the naughty list this time, I feel.
Not yet.
Step up. But why are we I mean, it feels to me like Department of Redundancy Department,
Well, yeah,
right? I mean, why are we checking a box for math? I mean, if it's a longevity payment, they've been here, I mean, payroll has the information of who's been here 5 years, who's been 10, who's been 15. It feels a little bit silly to me that we have all these discussions and we have a form that's sent to us and we say, please sign this form to fill out what is already in the handbook. I mean, I'm always in favor of everybody making less decisions than they have to.
Yeah, more efficiency.
It feels to me like, like I'm not gonna create a flow chart in the office. I mean, that's a pain in the butt. I might get asked the auditor for, who's in charge, who needs longevity payments. But it feels to me like that should be automatic. When somebody's been here 5 years or 10 years or 15 years, that should just be an automatic adjustment. I like to know it just because for budgeting, I want to know when people are getting those because I have to pay attention to that. But it's not really a decision that I get to make. Once they're here for 5 years, they're here for 5. It becomes what we call a ministerial function. It's not discretionary. I can't say, oh, I like you and you've been here 5 years, so you get longevity. Oh, I don't like you. You've been here 5 years. I'm not going to do longevity. We just have to do that. So I don't know why I don't know why any of us are in this decision tree. It just feels to me like as soon as they're hired, that clock should start ticking. And when they turn 5 years, they should just automatically get their longevity.
It's not just longevity, man. It's
Shift
shift differential. There's all kinds of.
But that's a different, that's, I don't disagree. I mean, if there's situations that are discretionary, they're assignment related, that's 100% on the department heads. But it feels to me like for things like automatic step and grade increases, which we don't really do anymore because now those happen on July 1st. So we've sort of taken that out. It feels to me like we should be able, as Susan said, to automate longevity payments.
Maybe that's something you should bring up to the policy
And
Are you on the policy?
I am now.
Consider it brought up.
payroll and HR have started to have meetings to talk about status change forms and the process for them. And what needs to be included in the process and maybe what doesn't need to be included in the process, as well as, are the forms correct? The data of that, who's gonna do what, who's going to take a look at them and make sure that they are correct. And the state auditor does often like to have some sort of record of why did this pay change? Even talking about FEMA, even when we were putting in the, asking for reimbursement on overtime for COVID, FEMA asked for copies of those status change forms. Because let's say, deputy in February his pay changed in March. Well, that wasn't July. Why did that change? And so they did ask for that document. So we need some sort of record, but possibly maybe Tyler could be our record if it could do it automatically. But HR and payroll has started taking a look at the status change form process and will continue to do so.
You know, I think they need to be on time, but it's also, I think it's a reminder to the board. When someone's been here 15, 20 years, you can at least say, hey, thanks for your service. We have no other way of knowing.
Sure.
So I don't think it's a bad process.
I'm not opposed to doing them, but when you're getting called out on a naughty list at a meeting, then I feel bad for them. So like I said, not for me. I'm not the one getting called out this time, but I have been called out before. So, I certainly know sometimes things can slip through, the cracks. I don't think it's not, if I don't submit a longevity request form on time, it's certainly not because I'm trying to be disrespectful to the board or to even be oversighting it. I mean, it's just because one of my assistants didn't pass me that form and I didn't pay attention to it. I just think if it's gonna be an issue, I don't disagree. It's nice for me to know. I like to know. I like to know when I have somebody in the office because I can go into them and say, hey, I just signed your longevity, increase. Thanks for being with me for 15 years. So I appreciate that.
All right, and I agree with what's just said, but I think I would really like for all full-time employees, sometime either before they start or shortly after they start, they come in and introduce themselves to this board.
HR can help facilitate that.
And then welcome them aboard
I don't mind.
at, pardon?
I don't mind doing that.
No, I can't make you do whatever you want to do.
Sure.
But I can make the other ones do what we want done.
Sure.
So, but I think.
One of the hardest things being on this board is getting to know everybody in this building.
Well, he wants to,
Throughout
put
the
he
county.
wants to put a big
Name
shirt
tag.
on, with name tag, with
Name
your name on it.
I think it's a good
I
idea
just
for us to
think
bring
it's,
in.
it's appropriate in an organization like this, that those people that are starting their career here, they know who we are.
Yeah,
And
I agree.
that we are open to the public. So,
I'm making a note of it.
any other discussion on, well, I guess we don't have to do any other thing on the receipt of the file. No public comment.
Well,
See if anybody signed up. Anybody sign up on public comment?
McCoy, did you want to say anything this morning?
Did you put,
McCoy,
did you put the new ones up?
It will
You
be
really
there for
put him on the
Tuesday.
spot there.
Pardon?
It'll be there for Tuesday.
I should announce that.
You don't have anything else, Mr. Chairman?
I don't know, did you say somebody wanted to speak?
I just asked McCoy if he wanted to speak to us this
He
morning.
was putting him on the spot.
Oh,
I'll move to adjourn, Scott.
okay.
I'll second that.
Mr. Wickman, second, Mr. Shea, any discussion?
Nope.
Hearing none, all those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Those opposed, like sign. Hearing none, motion passed.
Thanks, everybody, for attending.